capture the 2 points, the game's over. Or you don't capture them like probably Team Experiment will, and you lose because Mendo, god damn it, Mendo keeps winking at me through the glass.
He's trying to put you off, man.
Can I put my butt cheeks on the glass? Like, am I allowed to do that production? Put my butt cheeks on the glass and just rub it up and down?
As long as it doesn't go out on to Twitch, we should be safe.
As long as you, I don't want to look over and see like a brown line on there. I know that's what it is.
Jesus.
Just as long as you.
What are you trying? What are you trying to insinuate here?
Just saying, man. I don't know about Americans and hygiene. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's get this one started, boys. Melty going to be on
the guy who sounds like a Brit.
Are you kidding me?
At least our country wasn't.
Because I had voice training to make my accent sound less appalling.
That's fair.
Appalling. Yes. So, anyway, Melty will be defending, and yeah, they're going to go with Cabal on Symmetra again to start off, boys. So no surprises there. Mendo going to be on the Widow.
Do we have an agreement here? Because there's 3 of us, so obviously there could be a 2-to-1 vote. Do we stick to Mendo from the beginning to see how much he fails, or do we stick to Flippy to see him destroy Mendo?
Who is Flip?
Widow v. Widow action.
I think people laugh more when they see the perspective of the player that dies.
So stick to Mendo?
Yeah. I think that will give us a higher Kappa per minute as this match starts.
The KPM in chat's been a little bit low. I'm actually really disappointed, especially with the Kappa
76, man. He went he went ham. But
at least he's not Soldier 69. That'd be a little bit awkward.
No.
So Blizzard, good job on the naming. Mendo. Missing his shots, though. I mean, he's not really had an opportunity to pick up anything so far, but you can already see where Melty are actually holding back here towards this line, trying to stick behind this shield, but the entire Team Experiments come behind him.
Flank. Yeah, really dividing the attention, and that's opening up an opportunity to actually jump on that point and at least force the attention split once again.
You're just gonna cop that on the chin.
He stood there, I'm done. Just do it already.
You know you're done there as well. So, okay, Experiment making a little bit of progress there. Mendo, of course, unfortunate end for him, but they're going to push on to the point anyway here. And, well, we haven't had a chance here for Melty to put a teleporter up here, so this could be an important push. The res came in, I think, and yeah, we'll get a couple players up. But Nico and Flippy doing a lot of work here from the back.
Yeah, just trying to lock it down. They were able to get back on top of it, but let's see, two of the attackers just coming back in right now as Icefelt makes his way across. Has that Deadeye available, but unless he can get the flank on the left side to go up for the high ground, I feel like it's going to be really hard to actually get that off on anybody on this map.
In general, this map's going to be really hard, at least on this first point, to play a McCree with the Deadeye available, because you're going to need to sit behind a Reinhardt, because it's just so open that Flippy's just going to have a field day with you. The minute you pop, high noon, they're going to hear it, he's going to shoot you, and you can see they're hiding behind his shield. But then again, the enemy team's doing the exact same thing, so there's no real chance he's going to be successful with this.
Neither team is actually managing to break
each other's.
No, there was both McCree's getting it ones individually. I think maybe you got one kill from that one, but you've got to break those shields if you really want to get through. You want to charge the opposition Reinhardt and get their shield off the ground here as well. Flippy doing work, man, seriously.
Yeah, going ham. I mean, they're on the point, though. Dropping down as a Widowmaker isn't going to be the thing that's going to stop them from capping it, but can try, I suppose, and then you get punched.
This is where the really dangerous part is, too, because you do not at all want to die too many times or lose too many people at this part, because once you do, if you lose multiple people in a row,
they can rush to that.
Exactly, they're going to rush to that next point. And look at that. Actually, Cabal giving that one over to Bod so he can rejoin his team and get some healing. But they realize, all right, we need to back off. There's no point. We need to get back to this first point to defend this one. And what was that? Widow's hair is long.
Bod might have to fight his way out of this one. He needs someone. There we go. He needs a teammate to come over so he can Guardian Angel away. He still took a bit of damage there, and he saw the Widow through. And this is Mendo now getting aggressive, opening the gates himself. Doesn't need a Trojan horse or any battering ram, just his rifle.
And trying to get up high over the shield, but not getting too much just yet as that Deadeye does trigger, looking for love, but no. Shield in place.
The Earthshatter, though, comes in. It connects onto quite a few. 4 men are down. Now 5. There's no revive inside. Deegan has to hold on. Vainless gets his entire team back alive. And this might be Team Experiment finally capturing the point.
I don't think Melty can come back on this one at all there. You saw it. The way they broke down those Reinhardt shields as well in that fight was really crucial. The fact that Ruster is still standing, that's pretty impressive. But this is Volskaya. We don't really know how fast this standard is for teams on maps like this, because we know Hanamura is super fast. So while this might ostensibly seem quite good, we did see Melty manage to hold a couple times on point 1. And we know what Melty can do when they get double Genji and they go to that point.
And Team Experiment, they even said, yeah, we have some strat. Like, there's a reason we left Volskaya in, there's a reason we picked it for this map. Because they had strategies. And honestly, on the attack, that whole, let's push to the right side, get behind them when they're on the upper ground and catch them off guard, in theory, was actually really cool, and it didn't really work out the way they wanted to, but it's still nice to see teams coming up with new strategies, even on these capture point maps that people don't really like playing as much.
And even if you can't make a big play off of that at the same time, when they're holding that position for the rest of them, that point capture, they have to have their eyes open for that flank again in case they go for a similar push.
It throws them off too because it's not like, okay, they're coming for the front. It's like we got to watch our backs, we have to watch our front. And that's one thing Genji and Tracer did really well is you run past the enemy team, you get behind them, you force them to fight on 2 different angles or 2 different fronts like Germany did back in World War II, and you lose those fights most of the time. So ended up working out for them there. They eventually did capture, but what was the time? That's what I want to see. How quickly they actually did it.
Definitely sub 5 minutes, I feel, there as well.
It's like, how do you get back in there after mentioning World War II?
I just mentioned it again,
straight
I
to
guess.
the speedrun timers.
Oh, I forgot I'm controlling this.
Yeah.
Just want a little bit of water, you know?
I
right,
like the
Nate.
floor, the tiling, the texture.
3 minutes.
Great.
Sub 3 minutes.
Nate, can you get me the water and just put it in my mouth for me? It's like right in
I'm
front of me.
not. I don't know if I'm qualified to do this.
You got
doing
this. Just you tilt my mic up.
All right. I believe this is the part that you guys are
It's gonna
glad
go
you
so
don't
bad.
have to
Would
see.
love a pip for this, but...
I've got good micro. Come on. I play Terran.
To make him laugh, you just spit it
Don't
everywhere.
laugh, man.
Is good. Too much water? Yeah.
God.
Hey.
I've seen you play Terran. Your micro's not bad.
Hey.
Terran Master Race. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think Mitch would have done that for me.
No.
I probably would have hit you in the crotch with
It's
it.
because
That sounds like the Mitch I know.
Yeah.
it's because I know you're a Terran, bro. It's all good.
I did play Terran, actually. Wings of Liberty.
Yeah.
Got Diamond. Stopped
Nice.
playing because I hate 1v1 games, and I'm really bad at them.
That's completely understandable. It's a
I
tough
did,
game.
and I also cheesed my way up there with the Cannon Rush, so... I
You
was one of
said
those
you
guys.
played Terran?
I did, but I, got to the higher ends with Protoss because Protoss is the master race.
It was the easy race back.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
true. That's
Anyways, to this game, 3 minutes.
That's a tough time to
That
beat.
is okay. That is a tough time to beat, but we have seen quicker than that. We've seen teams just absolutely steamroll one another. But knowing that they have to hold on for only 3 minutes for a team experiment means they can play really tanky, really defensive characters to just delay the game as long as possible. I think that's where you're seeing a Torbjorn even picked here for Evo.
Yeah, I mean, Torbjorn, Bastion being picked up here. I mean, fairly simple to what Melty actually tried to do on the defensive side of Numbani as well. They did have the Torbjorn in the mix. We'll have to see how it works because double Genji, of course, is going to be the order of the day here for Melty. We've seen just how darn effective they are and punching through and getting on towards those squishy targets. Icefeld already falls down there as well. Toxican dropping and
Really?
Bainless going down.
Wow.
Nico spreading the damage across. He and D-Gun combining so well, but Turret will cut down the latter. Rustic the head back. And I don't know what the point of that was. Maybe get the health pack.
They pretty much traded that early Winston for an incredibly large amount of time on this first, and perhaps capturing this first point. That execution on that initial engagement was close to flawless.
Well, we're only about, not even a minute in, and they've been able to capture it. So they still have quite a bit of time here to work towards this end, but they need to put up something, really defensive, really protective Evo. So you get that level 2 turret, drop some armor. The problem is Torbjorn, yeah, he's good, he's decent, but he gets better as the game goes on, as you start to win fights, because you get these armor packs down time and time again. Multicore being popped because he just wants to delay. He just wants to buy some time so they can pick up this victory.
Yeah, good shield there by Moonell, though he dropped the bubble on top of the turret and actually nullified a lot of Molten Core's effectiveness. Yes, he's going to go down, but I mean, what cost Bode can still get in towards the back. Normally Bode's playing a straight support, but he switched to the Winston to give them the extra beef here. And Dragonblade comes out. Didn't expect to see much from that.
I think
Nico
they're
at
going to
least
switch,
got a
that's why.
turret.
I think he's like, all right, let me just use my ultimate because we're going to switch in the end. They're not going to keep this double Genji, though I say that, and D-Gun still has his available. Yeah, Nico did switch. Okay, so you went over for the McCree because they're going to need these flashbangs and maybe that long-range siege that he can provide a little bit more stable than a Genji can. The Shuriken's a little bit harder to hit than a hit scan character that instantly attacks someone once you shoot.
Okay. So get the position set up. There's nothing.
Yep,
I think it's like buying time. I mean, that's just a time builder for them, and we're already about to pass the 2-minute mark here. They can hold on for another minute. They would have closed this game out and taken it to map 5.
60 seconds. They got to take it.
Sid, only a little bit of time now as well. The res coming out, and it's actually looking pretty good for Experiment. They're all over the kill feed. Evochi even has a time to set up his turret. Not good at all for Melty now if they want to come back in. Their next attack needs to be good. They breezed through the first, boys, but this second point is seeming to be a lot harder for them.
That's why, attacking first can sometimes be a huge lead because you know how much time you have to stall for, and you can play around that instead of looking at, well, we need to rush our attacks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to do that once you defend first, realizing you have to play really aggressive, which might be not the style you're used to.
I mean, this might be going to a map 5 at this stage now. If Moonell can't get close, he actually gets charged down himself, and we actually do see a Earth Shatter coming down. That was then used as well. It's all about Experiment still controlling nicely. Ruster going low, pops his shield up to keep himself alive, and that's going to be GG.
Yep.
Melty don't have the time to get through it, and congrats to Experiment. Volskaya came up, a bit of an unexpected pick, and they've managed to use it to drag this series to a game 5.
Yeah,
They
really
experimented with their
cool.
map choices, and it worked out for them.
XD.
Nice meme.
I'm really bad at them. like really bad. Ruster. It's funny because Ruster is actually a pretty big German guy, and Reinhardt's a big German guy.
Ruster?
Like, perfect. Yeah, isn't Ruster German?
Yeah, but he's not big.
He's tall. He's tallish. I mean, he's not tiny.
So coming from you, I find it quite strange.
Well, okay, Reinforced playing for Rogue. So I'm like, okay, if you're American, I'm 6'6". If you're European, I'm 198. Jeez. And Reinforced is like 200 something.
Yeah, he's a real tall dude.
He's massive. He's just tall. He's really lanky though, so I feel like you can push him over and he's gone.
Jason planning his attack already. Find the weak spots.
Oh, Soldier played the game though. We don't really see these too often. We wouldn't see Soldiers too often in general, but I was on the second point, so it had to have been big. Yeah, it was definitely going to be an ultimate here out of him. Oh, he barely survives Dika too. Gets healed up by Veinless. Even the revive coming through. Good hold.
Feels good, man.
And look, you can see just what
sick aim.
You can see what kind of chaos can happen when one of the Reinhardt shields is down or the Reinhardt itself is down. Yeah. His importance can't really be overstated. Every time you see a Deadeye popped, bam, the shield's up. And if the shield's not up, you just have to run away. And that area denial that you can create with a McCree or another impactful ult when there's no Reinhardt shield in the enemy team is so valuable in terms of the seconds you can make from it. So really, Ruster and Moon have a lot of pressure on them individually here to make sure that they're doing their jobs, they're protecting their teams, and they're staying alive.
So what this means is we've got Watchpoint Gibraltar. Oh, God. This map. Watchpoint Gibraltar is our last map. The map I hate the most because it's the longest one in the game.
My favorite.
Okay, if you can do the whole